Here we go. Roll the shoulders up and back. Bring your arms to a nice wide second position. Belly buttons pulling in. Knee lifts. Right and left. All right, just focus in on your body here. Breathe into it. Take this moment to settle into this present time. You know, I got to do that. A little frazzled there with the audio technical difficulties. So take this moment to take some big deep breaths and just work from here on out.
Can I jump in?
Yeah, get in here, Bucky.
All right.
Arms to high fists, right above. Now, if this is one of your first times to bar, just follow along. I'll be using ballet terms. Do not expect you to know them. Pull down the arms. Arms go down as knee goes up. Main thing, just keep moving. Even if that means you go down to a march. This warm-up, we want to get the blood pumping. We want to get the joints and the body warm. Add a twist, elbow to opposite knee. Bring out the core. Slice the elbow across the midline. Aim it to the outside of the opposite knee. We have 8 more. Keep breathing. 4, 3, squat it down and up. Down, lift. Feet about hip width distance apart. The weight back in the heels. Squeeze your butt on the way up. Dig your heels down into that floor. Flex your toes up towards your face. If you need to move slower, you can always go at a slower pace. Pulse it down. Get down low. All right, team. We're going down to our lowest squat. We move an inch from there. That small controlled movement. Keep the chest upright. Keep squeezing into those cheeks, burning into the thighs. Full range down and up, down. Squeeze. Keep feeling that heat building into the legs. You guys take that break when you need to. Slow it down. Make the squat a little bit shorter if you need to. One more. 3. Last time, pulse it at the bottom. Get down low. Yeah, those little tiny pulses. Squeeze into the glutes. You have 8, 7. Feel that burn. Hold in 4. Hold it at the bottom. Isometric hold. Pull that belly in. Keep the chest lifted. 4, 3, 2, 1. Get it all the way up. Give yourself a little shakeout. Heels together, toes apart. Elevate means to rise. Elevate up on your tippy toes. Squeeze the heels together. Plie means to bend. Bend the knees, diamond out the legs. Tuck the pelvis under. Push those knees out to the side. Little tiny plies. If you feel like you need to grab onto a chair, onto a wall, onto a table to help you balance, feel free. Otherwise, that stability, that balance challenge is just going to make your legs work more. So maybe give yourself that challenge. Don't hold on to anything. And just take more breaks. It's all about fatiguing the muscle, pushing till you can't go any further, then honoring your bodies and taking that little rest. Woo, we're only moving about that length of a paper clip in that small controlled movement. Woo! So squeeze it into those glutes. Hold it down, hold it. But bring the arms up. Cactus position, 90-degree angle. Squeeze in and out. Option to stay here with the legs, or you can straighten the legs up, or you can just come back out to this nice position. If you're done with the legs, then go there. Otherwise, again, we keep this isometric hold. Squeezing the elbows in towards the midline and squeezing through the chest. So keep that 90-degree angle, but really feel the muscles right here squeezing in on each other. Squeeze in. 4, 3, 2. Pulse it in. Pulse, pulse, pulse. You're trying to clap those elbows together. Maybe they clap all the way into the midline. Maybe they don't quite make it there. Hold it in. Elbows only. Out and in. Out, in. Keep your hands together. Squeeze elbows in. Now as you do this, let me talk about posture. Don't want the butt out. Don't want to be leaned forward. Keep that pelvis tucked underneath. Keep the chest lifted. Squeezing 7, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Straighten the arms all the way out. Reach out nice and wide. Twist, twist, twist. Focus on really rotating the arm all the way through that shoulder joint. So I'm not just flipping my wrist, I'm rotating all the way from that joint as hard as I can. Going to my max range of motion. So you gotta feel it out. Go to where your arm, wherever that limit is, and try to press into that limit a little bit deeper. Not pushing to injury though. That fine line between challenging yourself but not injuring yourself. Speed it up. Let's go. Twist, twist. Being rotator cuff muscles. You should be able to see your hands in your peripheral vision. So don't reach too far back behind. Keep them just a little bit in front of you and reach as far as you can. 8, 7. Reach a little longer. 4, 3, 2. Hold it. Reach out longer. Yes. Stretch those arms. 4, 3, 2, 1. Yes. Stand it up. Shake it out. Woo. Take that little shake out. Quick stretch out in those arms. Take one arm, pull it across the body. Roll the shoulder down and away. You can roll out that wrist. Tuck the ear. Roll out the neck. You want to feel a nice stretch down the side of the neck over the top of that shoulder cap, the deltoid. Stretching out those muscles and start to burn into. Open up, palms face the ceiling, thumbs back. Open up to the heart, stretch out that chest. Switch over to the other side. Roll the shoulder blade down, roll out the wrist, tuck the ear, roll out the neck. Ooh, now if you have weights, you can always add weights into that. But a lot of times you don't need weights with this work. Or you only need about like 2 pounders, 3 pounders. Really just using that high repetition to burn in to the muscles. Good. Clasp the hands behind the back. Reach it through the heart and then lift the hands away from your tailbone. Big stretch in the shoulders. Extending through the upper back. Woo! Nice work, dancers. Go first position. Heels together, toes apart. That turned out position. Tendu. One leg out to the side, then reach it back behind. Curtsy lunges. Square your hips back to the front, lowering down slow, coming up slow. We're doing these full range nice and slow just to get our form. Draw the belly button in. That back leg, that back toe wants to be across the midline. If this feels funky in your hips or your knees, come to a regular split squat, lunge position. Otherwise, you have that turned out position. Bottom knee drops straight underneath you. Spine is still vertically stacked. Tuck the pelvis under, no booty sticking out. Squeeze the butt. 4 more just like this, finding the form. Dig into that front heel. Check in. Core tight. Woo, last one, go down as low as you can. Then drop another in. Down, down. Woo! You're gonna feel this on that front leg. Squeeze the butt muscle. Sometimes we do this and we let that butt just hang out. We wanna squeeze this muscle, biggest muscle in our body, help it support this movement. So take that pound out, take that shake out whenever you need to. If you feel aching in your lower back, a nice little red flag that you need to take a break, re-engage through those abs. Hold it at the bottom. Tendu out, back. Reach out, back, out, back. Stay low in this standing leg. Oh, that burn into that standing leg. Woo! We have 8, 7. Can you get any lower in this standing leg? Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. Yes, come all the way up. Woo, back to that first position. A little shake out the legs. Deep breath. Tendu out that opposite foot. Cross it back behind. Slow curtsy lunges. Down and up. Keep going here. Square the hips. Draw the belly in. Keep the spine vertical. Let me just show you. If you're doing that split squat stance, when we do our tendus, you're just going to reach out and back here. And that's what class is all about. We have 4 more here. Woo, second side never like the first. Both legs are already tired. And give yourself that break, that rest when you need it. Last one, go down, hold it as low as you can. A little drop, down, down, down. Woo, weight to that front leg, knees over the toes. Roll the shoulders, pull the shoulders back, keep that belly tight. Yes. Oh, burn it into those thighs, squeeze into this cheek. 8, 7, hold in 4, 3, 2, hold it, conduits, out, back, I like putting my hands here. You can keep them on your hips. If you're feeling extra spicy, you can reach them above your head. Here feels nice to me, because I can grip onto my hands, because it burns. 8, 7, can we get lower in this leg? Woo! 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh my gosh, and all the way up. Woo! Heels together, toes apart, that first position. Elevate up and down. Lift, lower. Squeeze your butt. Lock out the knees into those calves. Realign with the spine. Grind that belly in. Keep going here. Challenging the balance. So that belly, we want to suck it in and lift it up. That's that transverse abdominal engagement. So we're not just crunching our abs, we're really lifting up and in, pulling them back in. Like we have a corset on. Speed it up to tempo, lift, lift, lift. Heels touch the ground every single time. Woo! Burning calves. Isolating calves like this is intense. Take that break when you need to. Pulse it up. Bring your arms out to second position. It'll help you balance. Squeeze the glutes. Those booties should be burning by now. If they're not burning, can you squeeze those cheeks a little bit harder, a little bit deeper? Hold it up. Step out to a nice wide second position. Slow elevate. Lift. Lower. A wider stance now. Push the weight over the big toe mound. Hog and shake out when you need to. I'm not going to need a shake out right here. You have 8, 7. Breathe into it. We've got this. We're in it together. Squeeze those cheeks. 4, 3. Then we speed it up into, I know, killer. Speed it up to tempo. Let's go 16, 15. Oh, squeeze. Push. Lock out those legs. Squeeze in her thighs. 8, 7. Hold in 4, 3, 2. Hold it up. I'm not going to make us pulse. It should already burn so bad. Arms up to 5th position. 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, nice work. Turn side. Press back one heel. Oh, it should feel good stretching out that calf. Oh my goodness. Yes. Lengthen the calf back. Pull the heel down towards the ground. You want to add hip flexor stretch. Tuck the pelvis under. Lift your chest up and sink that hip down into the floor. Again, you go wherever your body feels like it needs it the most. Step up onto this front foot. Grab onto the back foot. If you need something to hold on to for balance, please do. Knees together. Bring the heel back towards the glute. Push, tuck the pelvis under. Push your hip forward. Stretch out the top of this thigh. Breathe. Cross the foot over into a figure 4. Heel crosses over that, over the opposite knee. Sit into the hip. Flex this foot. You should feel a nice relief into that hip, into that booty. We're going to get to that glute a lot more in a second. As always. So give it this relief first. Breathe up, switch it over to the other side. Start with the calf stretch. Pull that heel back behind. Oh, calves. Lengthen that heel back. Woo. Calf something to lay down on if you need it. Woo! And if you have a chair or have something to elevate your feet, grab that and put it on one end. Make sure it doesn't slide away from you. So if you have a mat, place the chair on the mat. Just make sure it's not going to slide away as you do this. All right, team. Let's get into the back of the legs and into that booty. Laying all the way down. Feet go onto the chair or onto your platform. Flex your feet and dig your heels, the back of your heel and your Achilles into that platform. Otherwise, you just flex your feet and dig your heels into the floor. Squeeze the glutes. Push the heels down towards the ground to hover the tailbone. I'm only lifting my tailbone about 1/5 off of the mat. So I'm not coming all the way up here. It's just hovering. Then I'm pressing my heels down to the ground to lift my hips just an inch. It's super small, not a big range of motion. Pull the belly, do a little tuck of the pelvis under. You should instantly feel this into your hamstrings, these muscles back here. So it's not about how high I lift the hips. It's more about how steady I keep my hips here and how hard I push down into that chair. Squeezing through the back of the leg and breathe. Oh, I can already feel this. It feels great. Breathe into it. Woo! Change the tempo. Up for 3, down for 1. 3, 2, 1, down. 3, 2, 1. High, higher, higher. Squeeze to the top. High, higher, higher. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Keep it going. Up, up, up. Up, up, up. Oh my goodness. Woo! Feel that burn into the back of those legs. Relax your shoulders. Single and out. Press, press, press. Draw that belly in a little bit tighter. If you start to feel it in your lower back, take it down onto the floor or give yourself that break. 4, 3, hold it, 2, hold it, hold it. 4, 3, 2, 1, curl it all the way down. Give yourself a moment. Oh my goodness, hamstring. Woo! All right, y'all. We're going into a little Barre-lates, a little bar Pilates combo, okay? You have the choice to stick back into that regular 2-footed hip lift. Otherwise, lift the hips up, same thing. Bring your feet together in towards the midline, dig the heels in, lift up the hips. Balance over on one side and stick the other toe up towards the ceiling. You can also absolutely do this with your foot down on the ground or with the hips down on the floor. Flooring the free leg, down for 2 and up for 2. Down for 2, up for 2. Woo! I really want to push my heel straight down to the ground. I'm not kicking my heel away. I don't want to kick the chair over. I'm pushing it straight down towards that floor. Speed it up. Down, lift. If you're feeling extra, extra spicy, you can lift those arms up towards the ceiling. Oh, I'm not feeling that spicy right now. I want a nice medium spice right here. We have 8 more. 8. Hips stay center and square. Belly stays pulled in. We've got this game. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull all the way down. Woo! Let's get that other side, and I promise we'll stretch it out. Feet together. Lift up the hips. Dig the heels in. Lift up that opposite toe, lowering down for 2 and up for 2. All right, the whole purpose of this, I don't care how high your leg moves. Maybe your leg just moves a couple of inches. That's fine. It's more about how still you can keep the hips against that moving leg. Speed it up. Down, lift, down, lift. Woo! Press your shoulders down to the floor. Try and open up through the collarbone. Squeezing into that leg. We've got this team. Last 8, 7. Can you push a little bit harder with that heel down to the ground? Squeeze a little bit deeper. 4, 3, 2, stretch it out, you earned it. Take one leg up towards the ceiling, grab a bumper below the knee, gently stretch that leg towards your forehead. You're gonna definitely feel that right here into the back of that hamstring. You can point, flex the foot, roll the ankle around, do whatever you need to do. Nice, strong work. Cross it over either to your figure four, or let me show you one of my favorite stretches, the whale tail stretch. Cross your knees all the way over. Grab onto the ankles, open up the feet so that it's a whale tail shape with your legs. Draw the knees in towards the chest, then lengthen the tailbone back down onto the floor. Get into that hip, into that glute. Although this, for me, I got mostly in my hamstrings. Other side, grab onto that foot, grab onto that leg, gently pull it towards your forehead, point flex the foot, roll the ankle around. Woo. Cross it over either to that figure four or into that whale tail stretch. So good to get to those hamstrings. All the sitting we do gives us weak hamstrings a lot of times. Gotta strengthen back into them. But it's intense. Well done. We made it. All right, team. One last little set, getting into the glutes, and we're going to move into our abs. Bring your feet together like you're doing a butterfly position. So soles of the feet together. Either sides of your feet go down onto the floor and you lift the hips up, or again, you can place the sides of the feet onto your pedestal, onto your platform. Knees go out wide, squeeze the cheeks. Good, and then press the knees out, 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 out. It's super small. So this you should be feeling a little bit more. You're still going to feel it, maybe in those hamstrings, but it should be more along the outside of the leg and really focus on squeezing the glutes. Put your hands onto your cheeks and make sure it's these outside glute med muscles. These outside muscles that are contracting. Press, press. Maybe it's so small you can't even see it. That's okay as long as you can feel it. 3 and 1. Press, press, press. Out, out, out. Hard, harder, hardest. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. More like that. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Hard, harder, hardest. Press it out. Single it out. Press, press, press. You can also do this with hips down. The hips do not have to be up off of the floor. You can do it right here and just focus on rotating out. Still going to work those muscles. Option to lift the arms up towards the ceiling or bring the arms overhead for that extra space. 8, 7. Can you squeeze a little bit deeper in those cheeks? Hold it out. Hold it. Squeeze 1 inch harder. 4. 3, 2, 1. Yes, release it all the way down. Woo! I'm trading off with Bucky now. Bucky's going to lead us through some Pilates abs. You can get rid of the chair or the pedestal. Woo! Switch it out. Tag team.
Alright, so surprisingly nobody chose juggling this week. But we'll do some Pilates set into our abs. Let's start with some roll-ups. Legs sitting out in front of you. Clutch your feet, sitting up tall, arms out in front. Rolling, pulling in your dumbbells, rolling down to the floor. Starting position here. Make sure you're on the mat. Alright, first thing, tuck your head, look at your toes, work forward, articulating that spine, pulling down, one vertebrae at a time. Pull in.
I have a weight to help me. If you need a little extra for your roll-up, you can grab something heavy because it gives a little extra leverage on the way up and down.
This is not a speed exercise. You can slow this down a little bit. How slow can you go back down to the floor? Tuck your hips, lower back first, middle back, upper back, then head. Keep your shoulders pressing down towards your feet, away from the ears. slowly. And let's roll up and stay up. Good. Rolling like a ball. Make your way to the edge of the mat. Grabbing your ankles, feet are together, knees just a little bit wide. So it's super spicy. Bring it closer in. A little less. Take it further. Grab your ankles. Roll like a ball. Knees together. Find your balance. Tuck your head. Cat will see you pulling in. We're not collapsing. And shoulders right here. Roll back. Pause at the top. Rolling back. Again. No flat tires. Don't flatten that back out. Keep it rounded and you'll be able to do this all day. One more time. Back. Up. Forward. Axioms. Extend one leg out. Good. Grabbing outside hand, grabs low on the ankle, other hand with the knee, rounding down, rotating that spine. Good. Ab series. Here we go. Single leg stretch. Alternating. Go. And switch. Exhale. 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 Pulling in your elbows. Press them down into the back. Then to the back. 3, 2, 1. Double leg stretch. Extend your hands up. Legs out at a 45. Arms come around. Hug your knees in. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Make it flow. Go. And around. You can tip to your shoulder blades on the mat. Don't lower yourself down. So if you reach behind you, we're not lowering ourselves down to the mat. 3, 2, 1 more. On your knees. Lower yourself down for a quick rest. Doing great. Moving into scissors. Grounding your head and shoulders up. Extend one leg up to the ceiling. Grab that calf. Other leg extends at 45. Exhale, exhale, inhale. Exhale, exhale, inhale. Go. Same roll applies. Keep your shoulders away from your ears. No struggling here. Keep your back pressing to the mat. 3, 2, 1. Lower lift. Legs up to the ceiling. Hands behind your head. You can always lower down too. Down to 45. Extend your legs long to 45. And lift. Exhale. Inhale long. Exhale up. Inhale long. 4, 3. Don't let your back come up. It's coming up. Don't go so far. Rest for a moment. Take a few breaths here. One more exercise with the ab series. We got crisscross, aka bicycle. How you feeling, Midnight?
Great.
Great. You could have been juggling right now. All right, here we go. Coming up, tabletop position, hands behind your head. We're going to rotate and move for 3. So we're going to elbow to knee. 3, 2, 1, and switch. 2, 1, and switch. And switch. And switch. And switch. 1 count, go. 1, 1, 1, 1, 8, 7, 6, breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. Alright, I love doing this when my abs are burning. Just kind of shift my body side to side. Alright. I don't know why I chose this, but we got hip circles next.
That's not it.
Two more exercises. Hip circles. Alright. Here. Maybe I should spend that here, but we'll just do it. I'll be the one to show.
You got it.
Alright, sit up. Arms go back a little bit behind you. Lifting your legs up. This is the top of the circle. A round. Wait. Yes. Once you get to the top, you go the other direction. Make that circle. Oh, did you make that? Oh, well, let's take a break so we can do that. All right. Just about there. Don't forget to breathe. You don't breathe, it's gonna suck even more, so might as well. Woo! 2. And done. Good. All right, finish with a little bit of extension in that back. We have swimming. Swimming always feels good. Lower some down. Transverse, pulling your belly button up off of the mat. We don't want to crunch on that lower spine. We want to support it. Belly button pulling in. Arms extended. We're going to do alternate leg and hand up off the mat. We're going to warm up first. Lift and stretch. Keep that belly button pulling up off that mat. Don't break on your neck. Extend long. Okay, let's hold everything. We have all hands and feet up in the air. And let's go ahead and swim. Breathe. Woo. Keep going, you got this. Take breaks when you need to. Jump back in. Breathe. You dip the chin, lower back, come down. Feel this in your glutes, while it's in. Feel this in your middle back. Almost there. Breathe. 3, 2, 1. And down. What? Y'all want 5 minutes of juggling? Is that what I hear?
Get out of here!
Maybe next time.
Get out of here is what they're saying. Woo! Nice work, everyone. Let me switch over this music here. Oh my goodness. Switch back to a child's pose. Hips sink down towards the heels. Stretch at your third eye center. Breathe into your back body.
Get your stretch on.
Oh my goodness. Woo! We made it! Way to go, dancers. Well done. All right, we're gonna stay laying down on this floor because we deserve it. We deserve to just keep laying down here. Lay all the way down. Bring one knee in towards the chest. Keep the other leg extended. Roll the shoulders back. Roll that ankle out. All of that calf work, balance work. Roll the other direction. Just sink your body into the floor. Little switch up. Keep the knee bent and drop that leg open to the side. As you do that, make sure the other cheek stays down on the floor. So really opening up the hips. From here, if you want a little bit more, you can extend that leg out to the side. Maybe you grab onto it, give it an extra stretch and pull, or you just bring that knee up towards your armpit. And open up the hip, keeping yourself flat onto the mat. Breathing. This is your reward. Soak it in. Take that leg all the way up, cross it over the midline. Option to bend the knee again, or to keep that leg straight into your reclined spinal twist. Shoulder blades stay grounded on the mat. Bring out the torso. So if you feel this shoulder lifting up, I'd rather have the leg lifted and the shoulder down. You can kind of go wherever you feel like you need it. You can also bend that knee. Bring the knee into the chest. Other knee meets it. Switching to the other side. Keep the knee in. Roll the ankle out. Giving yourself a moment. Settle back into your body. Back onto the mat. Circle other way. Let go of any judgments. Let go of any negative chatter that may arise. Just try and release it. It's not going to serve you. Bring that knee out to the side. Keep the other hip down onto the floor. Option to stay here or to straighten that leg out to the side. And a nice stretch. Oh,
hi.
Hey.
How are you doing?
Giving yourself a moment of gratitude for making it here today. Thank your body for all the hard work it just did. Take the leg all the way up, cross it over the midline, recline spinal twist. Belly button pulls in, reach up to the crown of the head. That nice spiraling all the way to the spine. Give yourself permission to be proud of everything you just accomplished. Soak in all of that amazing effort, all of that power you just put into this class today. Draw the knee in towards the chest. Grab onto the insides or outsides of the feet. Again, keeping that nice open hip position. Happy baby. Rotate side to side. Try and keep your tailbone lengthening down towards the floor as you do this. Pull the knees in towards the chest. Give yourself a little rock and roll forward and back, just like you're rolling like a ball. Come all the way up. Up and over your toes. Give yourself a moment. Press the heels down towards the ground. Maybe feeling a stretch to that Achilles and to the calf again. You can shift side to side. Straighten the legs. Head hangs heavy. Forward fold. Clasp the hands behind the back. Then fall all the way up and over. Stretching the hamstrings. Release the hands. Bend the knees. Curl up one vertebra at a time as the last thing to come up. Go back to that first position. Heels together, toes apart. Zip up through the midline. Draw the belly button in. Give yourself a big inhale. Arms go overhead. Fill up the lungs. Exhale, release. Inhale, filling up with the power, with the strength we just released into this workout. And our little tradition of fluffing our aura before we end. Take your hands, rub them together, put all of that positivity, all of that hard work, everything you want moving forward into your palms. Cross it up top, in the middle, down low. Take it up and let the energy pour down on you. Well done, dancers. Thank you so much for joining us for this Barre-lates fusion class. Again, we will be posting this onto our YouTube channel. If you want to vote on next Wednesday's class, go to the Patreon page there, and you can become a patron and then get voting rights and see other fun little bonus material and features we have there. And if you're interested in donating for this class just for today, I'll throw this back up here again. But of course, we're really just striving to keep these classes, doing some donation-based classes or these live stream classes, because we have a lot of friends in the entertainment business and the service industry, a lot of people who lost their jobs, a lot of people are struggling and who need to move their bodies as well. So we're going to keep doing these classes for everyone to have access to. And then, yeah, so if you're able to donate, great, but also please just share, like, keep tuning in to us. We really appreciate all of your support and connecting with you guys.
Until next time.
Thanks everyone. Happy Wednesday. We have tomorrow. We'll be doing a seated workout. We're working on. We're having technical difficulties still sometimes, but we're working.
I think we're pretty good.
We're working on new stuff, so we're editing some. We did a 10-minute ab yesterday. Go check out the 10-minute ab. That Bucky did a really great job editing all together with a timer and everything. It's on our YouTube, so you can check it out there. Tomorrow we'll be broadcasting a seated movement, which will also be edited video, but we're gonna keep Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays as live stream classes. So Fridays we'll have a choreo class, as voted on by my patrons from last week. We're gonna do slow sultry grinds this Friday. I also will broadcast a Zumba class on Saturday. Lots of cool things happening, so just keep checking back on either this page or YouTube or all of the things.
Yeah. Cool.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you. See you next time.
We need a sign off. If anyone has a good idea for a sign off, put it in the comments, please.
So
we need help.
long, farewell.